Impenetrable. Impregnable. You can't get in! Jesus, use smaller words. 4 letters or less. I have no idea. Thank you, that's better. Chop wood, carry water from the lake to the sauna. I want to quickly read that. Warm the sauna, heat the bathing room, and drink beer and... Okay, drink beer responsibly. There we go, finally read it. Well, I've done it. Okay, cool, I've done it. Demo version.
No shit.
Thank you. Collect the woods in... Okay. Oh, okay, there we go.
What the heck are you?
Saying I'm confused would be an understatement. Until Biglight. That's the name of this one. Until Biglight. Bit of an interesting name, I'm not going to lie, but let's see what it's like. It's the middle of no light. And you've just been rudely awakened by your landlord demanding an...
What?
Extra... A lot of money. Jesus. You don't have the cheddar to cover it, so you've gone into the nearby neighbourhood in search of odd jobs to scrounge up crumbs. Okay. Well, isn't this a lovely neighbourhood? Hang on, can I pause and adjust the sensitivity? No, but I can bring the mouse on screen. Wait. Cheddar, crumbs. Is it like a rat society? The hefty mouse behind the bar looks you up and down, their paws rapidly spinning a bolt-off cloth inside a thimble. Hi there. Haven't seen you around here before. Surely you didn't just wander in from the trail? Okay, what if I did? I'd be fairly impressed. Not many a mouse is able to avoid those roving packs of feral beasts. I hate these big fucking words. Best to keep to cordoned off zones. I think it says cordons. Where we know the fat cat are able to ensure our safety. Have you been out there? God, no. How do you know it's dangerous? I've been told so much, and I don't go around questioning an entity as all-knowing as fat cats. Look, is there something you need? Got any crumbs? Just what I like to hear. A mouse motivated to work. I mean, assuming you are looking to work for those crumbs. What do you need done? Well, we have a bit of a roach problem in the cellar. They're quite huge, would probably take a skilled sword mouse to fail them. Fail, whatever. So that rules you out. The only issue I've got is reading, mate. But I've got something more your speed, a letter that needs to be delivered. Are you familiar with 9 lives? I'm assuming a cat. What's that? Really? It's the biggest chain owned by fat cats. You've definitely seen one at some point. They're everywhere. At any rate, there's one just further down the path. That's where you're going. Take this letter and give it to the cashier. You were given the mystery letter. Continue. They'll be the ones to pay you. Don't listen to any pleas they come up with. Okay. What they do? Nothing. Deliver the letter, don't open it. Trust me. Just hand that over and you'll get something nice in return. Let me know when it's taken care of. Stay safe out there. Let's face facts. I'm gonna have to do so many jump cuts because of how poorly my reading skills are. Is there a way to open that letter?
Oh, okay.
If there is an option, I'm not seeing it, but I'm going to have to try and talk to this guy. Hey there. You're the new mouse round here, right? The one that does something deliveries? I've seen you out there now and then doing deliveries. I haven't even done one. Just like me. Is that your side gig? Not quite. Oh, my friends, there's no shame in it. I'm a gog just like you. I know your pain all too well. We're comrades out there. The everlasting chase for cheddar. It's so fruitful. I could use some help. What for? I'm being Oh, yeah, because of dyslexia, wasn't able to read the big fancy words. No shit, me too. Let's be friends. We're already co-workers. I hate that though, so-and-so is terrible. Just another dumb fat cat something cooked up to follow something trends. Can you just use small words, maybe, less than 5 frickin' letters? It pays the hills. Not enough apparently. Not like you have much of a choice anyway. Hardly any jobs out here, much less anything hiring. Damned if you do, damned more if you don't. It's nice not having to work at one of those stupid shops like Nine Lives, but I don't know how good that really is. All I do day in and day out is sprint up and down the trail, handing richer mice food they can afford for scraps of crumbs off the top. I don't have to stop unless I wanna, which is really good, but also, it's not like I have to go out there. No one is making me, and no one cares about me out there. It's lonely. I miss whatever. I don't want to be rude, but can you stop talking now? I had a tremble the other week while I was running. Does it say tremble? Yeah. I was running a delivery, fell down a hillside steep. Really messed me up, bounced off some rocks on the way down. Now I feel guilty for telling him to shut up. Had a hard time walking, and the doc I saw told me it was going to cost a good hunk of cheddar to fix me up. I didn't have much stowed anyway, cause I'm barely making crumbs anyway, You can't save on that, whatever. Plus, shut up! Plus, after paying for the checkup, I can barely afford to eat. And now I couldn't get going to make more money cause my job relies on me being able to run all over the place. You got more to say, haven't you? Real shit sandwich, let me tell ya. Don't tell me! I tried to reach out to so-and-so and tell them, I was working for you guys while this happens. I pulled myself back up the trail and hobbled all the way to the end of my delivery still. Maybe they'll help front some of the cost, make me feel like they value my work, appreciate the due, something I'm finished, something, shut the hell up, please! They told me I was the one responsible for me, so now here I am. I got some crumbs for drinks, I slowly limp up and down the trail for a few more crumbs, for some more drinks, and I survive. ... Yeah. Are you done yet? I don't feel like talking anymore. Thank you! I don't feel like listening anymore! What was this game about again? Right, at least I have got a run. More bloody reading. I'm just going to give you the short version. In short, it's an advertisement for a shoebox apartment. Very neat. Now, can I go on you? Yes, I can. Alright, Mace. They lean lazily on the counter, obviously young, obviously extremely bored. They don't seem to notice you approach. You wave your paw a little at them, and they come too. Oh, hi, are you buying something? Was the letter meant to be delivered here? They shift nervously. Her gaze, okay. What do you mean? You hand them the mystery letter. Look, I don't have anything near enough crumbs. Okay. Sure, but first you, then who? What if they send someone actually threatening to my burrow? I mean, my parents' burrow, but I live there too, just not with them, 'cause they suck. Anyways, I don't think I can afford that. You gotta help me out. How? I'm broke. Well, if you wanna keep your word to them, you're gonna have to help, otherwise you're in trouble too. I'd say it's definitely your problem. They don't take kindly to people who can't appreciate what they need. Does it say appreciate? Whatever. I can't afford that tab, but I have a friend that I think can help. Who? Alright, so you've got to head out there, take a left. You should see a real small path through the grass that takes you to a cliff. Knowing them, there should be an old mouse staring at nothing out there. They know everything there is to know about this place. They know what to do about the barkeep. And I know you've got a lot of questions about all this. I really do. I'm not going to lie, dyslexia is really not doing me any favours, but I am really curious. So I'm sure they can clue you in on what a mess this place is. Here, take this note explaining everything, just hand that over. You were given the something note. I'll close up early and meet you over there when I'm done. We'll talk more about what to do. This is exciting if you say so. It is. To me, today might just be the red letter day. Okay, we've been waiting for if you decide to help my friend. Anyway, I've got to start catching stuff put away here. Hang on, I've got to start. Why did I say catching? Anyways, I've got to start getting stuff put away. Go get caught. Oh, okay, that's probably why yeah, whatever. Can I go in the toilets? No, I can't. Can I steal something? No, I can't. Okay, so I am defo curious as to what's going on here. So just keep going, and he did say take a left. More bloody dialogue. Old mouse. Well, hello there, Scarce. What can I do for you? What were you doing? Who are you? I really don't have to travel far, do I? Oh, let's have a look. Oh, that poor youngling. I suppose you have a lot of questions, don't you? What's going on here? Too many big bloody words. Hopefully you can read it. Say blah 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 blah, whatever. The felines have swindled us time and again, but what happens now is by far the worst swindle that they've ever done. What about the kid? Hang on. You know, what about the kid? What about the kids? The squabble between that kid and the barkeep is nothing compared to what the cats have their paws on. The barkeep is only the beginning, I assure you. Do you understand how a symbol of control can wrap its merely tail around a society of intelligent creatures? For the fat cats, it's a simple matter of disinformation, smoke screens, and silencing any something. A something effect set to establish complete and utter control of how we perceive reality itself. They set their paws to creating a hyper-reality in which we find ourselves something, a world so dosed in the muddied waters of the truth and the untruth that the lines between them are something blurred. Hate the reading with this one. Until we can no longer see the water we swim in. After all, if you can't know what is or isn't real, how can you make any meaningful change or fight injustice? How do you ever know these problems within the system to begin with? And those who dare go against the grain find themselves quickly swatted down by the iron paw of whatever the fuck that cluster of letters say. There's a reason our last attempt to overthrow our feckless leaders is called the Final Rebellion. It's a statement of what reality will be as much as one of what was. We've lost our chance to turn the tide. What happens?
What the heck? I can't read that.
A lot of bad shit. An internal group to turn a hateful eye upon stops one from focusing on the real internal issues. A dastardly plan to blind us with our own hatreds. A barkeep was just such a mouse who fell entranced by the siren song of the blame. A thought movement that placed all of the hardships of mousehood squarely on the shoulders of non-mice, excluding the felines, of course. Anger is far easier to harbour than love. The cats know that, and exploited it to its fullest. What are you talking about? What did they do? Oh my god. Too much reading, too much reading. What are you talking about? Tell me, what was the last time you saw a rat? Never seen one. There's a reason for that, as there is for all things, one that I'm sure you'll understand. Originally, this oak stood above all of the woods here, a guardian high above the tree line. The fat cat would have those they call lesser beings with cold calculations hung from the branches from its branches. The tree of growth, they called it. We shed the weight of their burden upon us as a society to achieve greater heights, or so they have you believe. The barkeep was the grim caretaker of this place, an ancient family home that they had themselves inherited. Eventually, the oak turned in time into an inn, but they couldn't keep it afloat after the influence of chudda. There we go, at least I read that word. But with the advent of the den, no soul wishes to venture this far, especially not for a fee. Desperate and low on cheddar, they turned the oak over to fat cats when they expressed a keen interest in the location. The rat wasn't the only undesirables in the eyes of the felines. One group is rarely enough to bear the blunt of such something for long. Quickly, the oak became a harbour for all sorts of enemies of the establishments. I think it says, any who earned their something begin... Okay. For a while, the mice brought here would simply be adjusters. No one was ever quite the same when they came back. It wasn't until much later we realised that these bastards were making them infertile. Okay, interesting. That's why you have to stop them. Excuse me? If it involves a lot of reading, you're on your own. You're an unknown entity here. I've seen you skulking about, trying not to be noticed. You slip in and out of that burrow like a spirit in the night. Going unnoticed seems to be a skill you've honed well, and it's something that could benefit all mousehood tonight. Easily enough, you could slip into the oak, scale it, and topple the feline whatever that hides up top, silencing, lording over us. His gaze never falters from this place here. The cat in the tower controls it all without raising a single paw. But they never see it coming. You're so meek, so modest in physical stature. After all, face it, you're the perfect mouse for the job. They've all taken so much from us, it's time we take it back. We can burn away the blight that has plagued this once great society. I just want to pay rent. Ha, rent, that's a good one. Who do you think owned all the land around here? The landlords? No. They're just a whatever the hell that says. They shake you down for your cheddar, the go-between from whatever things turn ugly. Jesus. The barkeep's windfall from the fat cat was more than enough to scrounge up the land for the felines had no interest in. Your rent won't even be a worry again if we can take this first step towards a new tomorrow. Why not? Hang on, why not the kids? Why not that kid, rather? They're too loud, too whatever, too emotionally charged. Yeah. They couldn't hold themselves together long enough to make past the security of the oak, not like you. Fine. That's the spirit. First things first, we're going to need some leverage to get the key to the fortress of the oak. It might not look much, but it's nigh...
What?
Impenetrable. You can't get in! Jesus, use smaller words. 4 letters or less. I have no idea. Thank you, that's better. Go back to the tin can bar. The barkeep already something off the time, no light, blah blah blah. Or can I just go now? Behind the bar, on the far side of the entrance, you'll find false bottom. Okay, cool. There you'll find our bargaining chip. Bring it to me. We can send blah, 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 blah. Can you stop talking, please? They head towards the bar shortly after you. I just need a few more moments first. After all, who knows how many more I'll have like this. We hope spirits internal, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up! Best not deny any old mouse. Long in. Okay, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Shut your freaking gob. Okay, I'm going back to the fucking bar. I'm gonna have to talk to him, aren't I? I'm gonna have to. Well, I didn't expect you to accept it. Sorry, I was eavesdropping. I finished closing the shop and you two were so loud. Well, I probably was from raging. At any rate, I think they're sending you after. Well, you'll see. I've glimpsed it before. It's beautiful. Can I have a third option that just says, shut your fucking gob? What are you gonna do? I should probably get the hell out of here before shit hits the fan. I think you're on the verge of kicking the something hornet's nest, and I don't want to be around for it, rather not be collateral damage. So, I guess. I hope this isn't goodbye, just a farewell until I see you again in the Biglight. Okay. Hopefully we both stand a little taller as mice in control of their fates for the first time in a long time. By the way, can you just stop talking? Can you just say it in, like, whatever? I shaved a little off the top of tonight's profits when I was counting the till. I know, you're toppling the whatever, but just in case you end up needing to pay your rent somehow. Well, you're going to pay me. Don't die out there. Cool, I got some cheddar. Oh, it's that guy, the drunk. Oh, okay. Long time no see. Do you know what? For you guys, probably not. For me, it's been a lot long with all these jump cuts. Long time no see, have you, did you, blah, blah, blah. Hang on. Did you see the barkeep? They just left. No. Oh. Okays. ... You'd think they'd mind me. I can't even read English, so when you're just like, whatever. Another drink from behind the bar. Well, okay. You decide to bring them up to speed on what you've learnt about the oak. You are sure they won't remember much of this anyway. Now, whereas dyslexia is really screwing me over for this video, this one isn't my fault. While unsure how much of a paw the barkeep has in all this, they are wont to believe you. Thank you, game devs! As you mentioned the bargaining piece, the barfly's eyes light up. They rush to the other side of the bar, opening the drawer, removing the false bottom, and set the object on the counter. Okay, so what is it? The Lord of the Hundreds. A certain odour fills your nostrils, a scent you've never before experienced. You feel your senses heightens. The barfly seems sobering. Okay. One of the few pieces of the edible cheese left in the world. Okay. So the cheese, like the cheese that isn't edible, is used as currency. Anything else gets pounded into cheddar. Okay. That's interesting. Barkeep's the only one I know of who still has a piece of contrabands like this. They showed me it once when they were a little drunk. Guess it's some kind of family keepsake or something, poured down through generations of mice. Never really thought much of it until now. I guess your story does check out. Felines won't let something like this slip by them for so long without good reason. You ever wonder what cheese tasted like before we turned it into crumbs? Before we used it to trade material goods and labour, when it was just a simple pleasure we enjoyed with one another. Before whatever. They trail off in silence, drifting into their thoughts. A strange impulse fills you, snout to tail, their words echo in your minds. Why was it taken from you and your kinds? Surely there'd be no harm in just try some. Oh, really? Yeah, I guess you're already pissing them off, so might as well taste what our ancestors used to relish. I hope it aged well. Here. You are given a piece of the Lord of the Hundreds. Eat it. As soon as it hits your tongue, you feel the room begin to shift. That was no exaggeration, apparently. A strange sensation overtakes your form. Your something body. Hang on. You're tripping balls, there you go. Your thoughts drift to currency. What use is it? In this stream of emotions, you feel peace. Your rent no longer looms overhead, demanding your whatever to a greater system that wishes not for your best interest nor to care for you. The taste still lingers in your mouth, simply sublime. Eons of cheese eaten washes over you, the natural state of things, your heritage. Why have we let them take it? What is it blocking you out of the past? It certainly isn't a law of nature. There's more of us than them. We outnumber them a million to one. Why is it that we have yet to, whatever, take on the upper hands? Why have we been so scared? They shouldn't take from us any longer. They can't. Not today. Not anymore. They won't. Oh, okay, cool. Did you feel that? Yeah, apparently a chunk of cheese made me trip balls. It's like something woke within me, and I don't think it's going back to sleep. You should take this and get out of here. You are given... Okay. I think I need to go lay down. That was a loss. Of reading? I agree. Good luck up there. I think you might be the only one who can change all of this. Mousekind deserves to be free. I am genuinely curious how much of this game is left, because for me, it's been 43 minutes. Aren't you glad I do all these jump cuts? Okay, so I'm assuming I go back here and there's going to be more dialogue.
Holy shit, you fucking killed her, dude!
You fat mate. I know what you stole from the bar. What do you think? Hang on, who do you think you are? You're coming with me. You pissed off the wrong cats. If the demo ends here, that is hell of timing. I've just spent 44 minutes getting through that demo. And let's face it, if you've made it this far into the video, it goes without saying, I really struggled with the reading on this one. And I'm really curious as to how much is going to get cut. But if I'm being brutally honest, I am a bit disappointed. Not because of the demo, but because now that I've played the demo, I'm not finding anything else other than the demo. We're talking this is on the 2020 demo disc. So we're talking within 5 years, there's been no new news. So, as per usual with these demos on this demo disc, what you're seeing on screen, there is a link in the description to, again, what you're seeing on screen. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if there is a chance that the game devs are watching this, please comment and share your thoughts as to what's going on with this game, because there's no other way of putting it. I'm really curious. I want to see more from this game. Granted, I am really struggling with the reading, but that's just me. I really like what they've done here. So again, game devs, if you're watching, please comment, please give us an update. What's going on with this game?
Like and subscribe.